Yo, what's going on YouTube? Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you, and I wanted to say welcome back, everybody out there in the comic YouTube world. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. This is the Comic Jabroni's Friday Afternoon Randomness stream. Let me go ahead and minimize that and move this over. I hope everybody's having a great day. Friday Afternoon Randomness. Somebody in the chat asked me if the Comic Jabroni is a chiver. I am a chiver. For those of you that do not know, Chive is a great website, boredom buster. If you're ever bored at the house and you just want to check out some awesome pictures that they throw up on there on the Chive, awesome place. I do have my DAR shirt, DAR Daily Afternoon Randomness, and that's what we're doing today. Some randomness, just talking comics, showing off some stuff that I picked up on Wednesday. Let's talk about what's coming out next week, but I have a giveaway this week. I have a giveaway for you guys, and we'll get into that. I'll show you what I'm giving away, and that is going to be Gideon Falls issue number 1. This is the Jock variant. Super sweet cover right there. Gideon Falls is a story that I've only read that first issue. Never really got into it after that. And I'm also going to do a trade giveaway. Got this New Avengers number 1 by Jonathan Hickman. Hickman's got his hands on all sorts of stuff nowadays. But let's go ahead and say what's up to the chat. First one in the house was Southern Comic Geek. First in, what's up, Jabroni? What's going on, Southern Comic Geek? How are you, brother? It was Jeff Schultz that said, are you a Chive fan as well? If so, chive on, Jabroni, and thanks for the response. Yeah, so yesterday's video that I dropped, I always add background music to my videos, just really low, but it's in the background. You can kind of hear it. Kind of gives you that nostalgic feeling. Some people, when they watch something, you're also listening. And when you hear that nostalgic music, that old school 8-bit NES music, it just reminds you of a easier time in your life. So I think people enjoy watching those videos. But yes, he said it was Metroid was the background music, and it sure was. We also got Magic Lasso in the house. Jabroni Macaroni. What's going on, man? Katie Kaboom in the house. Hey, Jabroni. Let's talk comics. Let's talk comics. Comics Club in the house as well. Dwayne, how are you doing, man? I keep seeing those posts from you on Facebook talking about that you're keeping your store open, and I'm so happy that you are, man, and I hope you continue to get business there at the store during this crazy time. Nick Bogan, what's going on, Nick? How are you, man? Thank you for joining me. Magic Lasso says, Katie, are you getting Spider-Woman number 1? I can tell you, Magic Lasso, that I did not get Spider-Woman number 1 this week, only because I'm getting it in the mystery mail call from Comic Tom. That's his exclusive, Marvel exclusive variant for this month was Spider-Woman number 1. So just like I did with Thor number 1, Wolverine number 1, I didn't pick them up because I knew I was getting it in the mystery mail call. Let's keep going down. We have Just a Rican in this comic says, yo, what's going on, Rod? How are you doing? I think you're probably at work on your on either your lunch break or you're sitting in the shitter, hiding away from all the patients. Let's talk about Funko says, what's up? What's going on, man? Reggie Belinas. Reggie, how you doing, man? How are you? Milan Jacob Philippe says, yo, I'm sending your box out today, bruh. Dude, Milan, you are a lifesaver, man. Milan knows, and as some of you know, now that I have gotten my grail, right? I got Turtles. What's next on the Comic Jabroni's want list? I want to complete a series 1 of Marvel Conan the Barbarian. Siri thought I was talking to her. I want to finish Conan 1 through issue 275. Now, there are a few super key, super expensive issues in that run. There's probably like one super expensive, right? That's Conan number 1, which thankfully I have already. I have a Conan 1, but I want to complete the rest of it. And Milan hit me up, said, hey, bro, I have issues 15 through 50. And he gave me such a great deal on that. I couldn't pass it up. So I sent him the money all the way. He's stationed out there in Hawaii. Thank you, Milan, for your service. He is an active duty soldier. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get that box. Magic Lasso says, this chat. Let me see. Magic Lasso, there were around 40 variant covers too. Yeah, insane. I forgot to ask my LCS to hold that for me. Jeff Schultz says, let's talk comics. First, but I want to say thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Let's see. We're going to keep going down. Patrick Raw, what's shaking, Jabroni and folks? What's up, Patrick? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining this Friday afternoon randomness live stream, guys. This is one of my favorite days of the week, right? Wednesday is amazing, but Friday's cool because I get to live stream. Although I could live stream every day. I don't. I figure, you know what? Let's just do it once a week. And I talk to you guys for about an hour. Maybe today we go a little bit longer. Who knows? Jeff Schultz, did your LCS let you get new comics on Tuesday? Diamond gave permission on Monday. No, I did not. Although I text the owner of my comic shop. I was like, yeah. And I sent him the picture of what Diamond sent out. I was like, bruh, let me get my comics today. That was on Tuesday. And he said they hadn't gotten them. And the reason they hadn't gotten them is the shop that I go to in San Antonio actually has 2 shops. And the one that I go to is the smaller of the 2. So the bigger shop on the west side of town gets the books, then they like kind of divvy them up between the stores. They pull all the subscriptions and then they send them to the other store. But by the time I sent the text out on Tuesday, they hadn't gotten the books yet. They usually get them like Tuesday night. They work through the night to put them out and get them all ready at the store that I go to. I wish I could have picked them up on Tuesday, but I picked them up on Wednesday. It's all good. I didn't miss out on anything. Tiger McNulty in the house. I just heard they're closing Earth. Oh, yeah, no aliens, man. They closed up Earth. No more. We don't want the aliens to get the coronavirus, and we don't want anything from them either, man. Let's see. Laugh my ass off. Vanessa Ocasio in the house. What's up, babe? How are you doing? She is over in the other room, working hard. Jeff Schultz, Conan the Barbarian is on Amazon Prime right now. Still a great watch. Yes. Magic Lasso, you need a race for Ranjin to complete your Conan runs. Yes. VV, my boy VV, I know he's trying to complete a Conan run as well. So you're trying to do a complete run of Conan. Yes, I want a complete Conan the Barbarian run. Not Savage Sword of Conan, not the magazine size Conans. I just want the regular comic book size Conan the Barbarian. Now, it's 275 issues, but I've got a good chunk of them, right? I've got, I'd say about 75. So yeah, that leaves like 200. But the good thing about it is a lot of them are just dollar books. Nothing special about them, although the Conan the Barbarian from that time, I think, have some of the most fantastic covers. I absolutely love it. The stories inside are insane. Conan's crazy. I love it. I dig it. Trinity is in the house. 2nd Street Marvel says, what up? Hope you are all well today. So that is something I wanted to say. I hope you guys are all doing well. Everybody's okay. This social distancing, it sucks. I know here at my house, we're starting to get some of that cabin fever. My kids are driving us insane. Today, Web82 says, sup, dude? What's going on, Web? How are you doing, man? Today, I actually went to GameStop because there was a new game that came out on the Switch. What the hell is the name of the game now? Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing came out. Cheers, drinking water. Got to stay hydrated. Animal Crossing came out. My daughter wanted it, so I went to GameStop to go pick that up, and hopefully that will tame them for a few days, because it's been crazy. So here in the state of Texas, they have shut down the restaurants. They've shut down the bars. They've shut down the gyms. School is closed for a while. I don't actually go back to school until April 6th, but I think that's going to be just online from now until the rest of the semester. My daughter doesn't go back to school until the 6th as well of April, but who knows how that's going to be. This situation is getting crazy, and that's why I wanted to live stream so we could talk comics and not have to worry and think about this pandemic that is going on. Post Conan list somewhere. I might be able to help. There we go. Katie. Yeah, I would like one, please. Levy Carrier, what's going on? Hey, Jabroni. Comics Club, so far so good here. No known cases in our town yet, which covered Katie. So, guys, this week at the comic shop, it was a heavy week. I picked up a bunch of stuff. I actually have written down here like 13 books. I picked up 13 plus a few extra issues. Johnny in the house, what's up, man? John's Comics with Kids. Sup, Edwin? How are you? Nick Bogan. My wife doesn't play much video games, but she was overjoyed to finally get Animal Crossing. Perfect game to play with your family. Yeah, for sure. I could tell my kids are out there. I can hear them. They're loving it. They're having a great time out there. Did Perry? Perry's in the house. Perry. I feel so honored to have Perry in the house. One of the big time YouTubers of our age. Let's talk about Funko. This will get you half of an ounce of Purell. Boom, with the $5 dono. Thank you. Lang, thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
It's over 9,000.
Over 9,000. Any of y'all want to do that? Hey, I'm down for that, guys. So, I'm going to talk about 3 books that I picked up this week because, like a dummy, I put my damn comics away, right? Like, instead of waiting until today, let's live stream them, I put everything away, but I went back in and I grabbed a few of the issues that I really enjoyed this week, and I want to talk to you guys about it. And if you saw my live stream from yesterday, or not, my edited video from yesterday, you'll know that I reviewed those new #1 issues. I really enjoyed Hexagon. I thought Artemis was pretty good in my opinion. I can't wait to read the 2nd issue, but I'm like a history buff. I love history, so I like reading a comic that touches on history but gives its own kind of swerve to it. So before we get into that, I'm going to throw it to a commercial.
Dragon Ball Z action figures, Powerball Deluxe figures, and mini action sets are each sold separately.
And we're back, and we've changed it up. I'm down here now. I'm down here. So, guys, I like throwing those commercials in there, especially that Dragon Ball Z one. I remember when Dragon Ball came out in the 90s here in the U.S., and those toys came out, and they were absolutely hideous, but they were the only Dragon Ball Z toys that we had. So I was like, let me get one. And I think I had the Vegeta one. Comic Don in the house says, what up? What up? Perry says, I'm still on Jigs's channel, Jabroni, 18 hours. If you can see above me, I have the chat going, but I just have that for looks. So I gotta move this over to Comic Book Roundup. You guys know I absolutely love this website. Gives you great reviews on comics that came out for the week. You can go back a few weeks to go check out other reviews if you're ever thinking about picking up a certain comic book. Katie Kaboom says, I live in Canada, but my in-laws live in Houston. Which address would you like? Katie, let me know. Have you picked up your Comic Jabroni mystery boxes yet? Because you had me send them to Houston, and I remember you saying, I think it was June, though, that you were going to go. So maybe you had gone earlier. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Johnny 5 Alive says, yo, what up, peeps? What's going on, man? So first book that we're going to talk about is this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers meets the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue #4, written by Ryan Parrott. Artist is Simone DeMio. Guys, I picked up this. I don't know what cover this is. When I looked online, it said that it was like a one per store variant. Although my store didn't have it as a one per store. They just had it on the wall with everybody else. And I could have swore they had more than just one. I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys saw more than one of this in. But it's the Virgin variant. I absolutely love this cover. So I've been reading Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers since issue #1 and have enjoyed it throughout. Right? It doesn't take itself too seriously. Literally, it's Ninja Turtles meets the Power Rangers, Shredder fighting Rita Repulsa with the Putties and the Foot Clan. I mean, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just something to read and have fun and laugh, and just the bright colors in there. Turtles becoming Power Rangers along with why am I drawing a blank right now? So the Turtles become Power Rangers. And then the Power Rangers actually become like Ninja Rangers, right? Because they've lost their powers. So now they've had to kind of, dress up as ninjas. So the Turtles are fighting one of Rita's monsters while the Power Rangers, the Ninja Rangers, are actually trying to save Tommy in the Technodrome. JB, Discovery Bay in the house. What's going on, man? How are you? Thanks for joining me, Discovery Bay. I've been discovered. John Claude Van Tom. So if we look over here on Comic Book Roundup, and I might have to, I got to look this way, right? Yeah, So my screen, I've got the two screens going. We got a 9.0 from critics. We got an 8.0 from users, but it's only one user. Let's see who it is. It's AXDN, our good friend, Axden. I like it, but I felt and wanted more meat in that bone. Can't wait for the conclusion. 8.0 for me, yeah. I'd probably go 8.5 for it. The colors are great. Sometimes, though, the action, when you're reading through it, the panels are too small. And there's just so many characters they're trying to throw into one panel that you kind of lose track of who's who. Especially when the Rangers are dressed up as ninjas, you can't really tell who is who's Tommy and Jason. But I still enjoyed it. I think the color work in here is beautiful. The story's cool. And next issue is the last issue. And let me see. Jeff Whitsett says got the one per store turtles. See, there you go. John Claude in San Antonio. Where my San Antonio peeps at? Right here, dog. San Antonio, northeast side, man. Living up in Selma. So next issue is the last issue, and the turtles are going to use the Megazord. What? This is what you want. This is what you want in a Ninja Turtles meets the Power Rangers, right? Like you want them to be able to interact with the things that we remember the most from each property, right? Like the Rangers had to like get into the Technodrome. That's insane. And then the Ninja Turtles are using the Power Rangers morphing coins and they're pterodactyl and whatever. I don't know. This Burke Nasty would know more about the Power Rangers than I do. I remember it as a kid. I don't remember exactly. Pterodactyl, Mastodon. What's another one? Saber-tooth Tiger. I remember her. Trini. That's what that was who. Saber-tooth Tiger. Who else? Who's another one? I remember they had the Red Dragon, but I think the dragon was after the T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus, right? He said some shit like that. I don't really remember. Anyways, but it's awesome. This is like I've said in the past from Boom Studios. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just a fun comic to read, enjoy, especially if you grew up like I did, late 80s, early 90s, and you remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you remember watching the Power Rangers, because it felt like, Turtles was kind of dying off when the Power Rangers were just starting to hit their peak, right? Does that make sense? So as a kid, let me see, I was born in 84, so the Turtles kind of died off in like 91, 92, 93-ish, and that's when the Turtles were hitting their peak. So I'm like 8 years old, so I'm still a huge fan of Turtles, but then something else kind of fills that void of Turtles going away. Power Rangers comes in. It's like, hell yeah, man. Trini passed away in a car accident years ago. Yeah, I remember reading that. That really sucks. And it was like shortly after she was off that show, man. Shortly after. Delicious. DJ, OG, Danny Boy. Hola, comic peeps. What's going on? So let's move over. Next one I'm going to talk about is Batman issue number 91. All right, so this is written by James Tynion. Artist, it says the artist is Jorge Jimenez, but it's actually done by quite a few. I think this was this it? Was this the issue where it's actually drawn by quite a few different artists? Or I might be wrong. Maybe it was another one that came out yesterday. But no, so yeah, Rafael Albuquerque, Jorge Jimenez, Carlo Pagulayan, and Danny Mickey. So there's a lot of different artists working on this book, and I'm not sure if they're giving them each a different page to work on. What's going on with that? So that can be a little tough sometimes, but I think, in my opinion, the artwork is just amazing and it just flows so well together. What I really like about it is right from the jump, you get the Joker retelling that story from the last issue where the designer, has Catwoman, Penguin, Riddler, and the Joker over at his mansion, and he's listening to what their biggest desires are, and he tells them how they can pull it off, and that he's going to be the money man behind it. So Joker, kind of goes over, what the Penguin wanted, and then what the Riddler wanted, and then the Catwoman, right? And then he goes over his own, and he says, he asked me what I wanted, and I told him that I wanted to be him. Like, I want to kill the king and take over the kingdom. And I guess that's when designer's like, oh, hell no, you got to die and everybody else got to die. So I'm digging it. Nick Bogan says Tinian back books are still spiking in value. There you go. I'm loving it. One of the big things too in this is you get this story with Catwoman and Harley, right? And Catwoman's big, heist that she wants to do is, I think that she wants to steal all the money from Bruce Wayne, because at the time when she told designer, she didn't know that Bruce Wayne was Batman. She says, I want to steal all the money from Bruce Wayne. And now she knows what the designer is going to do is steal the money from Bruce Wayne, but instead of, letting him do it, she's going to beat him to the punch. You also get this cool talk between Harley and Catwoman actually tells Harley, I know who Batman is. Because at this point, I guess, Harley doesn't know that Bruce Wayne and Batman are one and the same person. So Catwoman's like, I know who Batman is. I've known for a long time. Harley says, oh, you guys were going to get married. I thought you were going to keep it with the masks on and do one of those, I don't know, weird, whatever. But we know that although Joker shot designer in the head in that last issue, he is very much alive. I'm digging it, guys. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving Batman again. I'm so happy that Tinian has taken over. That first issue, kind of, some people said, it wasn't that great. But he's really stepped it up in these past few issues. Really, really stepped it up. Let's put this up here. So if we go over, it's got a 7.9 from critics, 7.8 from users. And when I say users, that's any of us can go on to this website, sign in, create an account, and you can review books as well. So if we go in here, Nihilist, who's somebody that we've seen before, Tinian's run is gaining momentum every month. Contrary to Tom King, he wants to tell an actual story and does exactly that, one issue at a time. Let's see, anybody else join in on the chat? Bam is on fire. Katie Kaboom, thanks so much. Milan, JRK Comics, happy Friday, everybody. JRK, happy Friday to you, man. Reggie Hurd, this is a hard one to find, but I haven't checked out for myself. My shop had quite a few of these Batman 91s. I think there was some spec heat on it or something. I know Nightwing was, but I'm not sure. Web82, I'm out. Thanks for the entertainment. Cast the rest on replay. Web, have a great Friday. Thank you, everybody, again. I appreciate everybody that joins in on the streams just to, listen to the Comic Jabroni while you're probably stuck at the house, quarantine during this panic. Again, I hope everybody's okay. You're washing your hands. You're practicing good social distancing. Although for many of us in the comic community, I've noticed that social distancing is easy, right? I go to the comic shop on Wednesdays, and it'll be me and a few others, and not a damn one of us talk to each other. We try to stay as far apart from each other as we can. I'll be on one end of the wall looking at the new books, and whoever it is on the other end of the wall. We don't say anything to each other. We don't even say hi. We just kind of, I'll pick my books, and then I'll cut in front of him, and then he'll go this way, or she, or whoever it is. There's one other guy in there that, we'll say hi. We'll talk to each other, what we're reading. But other than that, if there's about 5 or 6 people in the comic shop on Wednesday, not a damn one of us is talking to each other. I've been practicing social distancing in the comic shop on a Wednesday for a long time. For a long, long time. How's it going? Oh, Borinquen Comics. Great. I made it. What's up, comic fams? Yeah, guys. So for all of you that are in the live stream today, I have a giveaway. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. We're going to get into, John Claude says, that's social awkwardness. Yeah. It is weird. It's weird. It's like I get to my comic shop on a Wednesday. I'm usually the first person, right? Unless there's a really hot book that everybody wants, then there'll kind of be, I don't know, like 6 or 7 people by the door when we first open. But when I get in, I say hi to everybody that's working in the shop because I know all of them. I've been there for 4 or 5 years now. The comic shop owner and I, Mike, we talk on a regular. I have his cell phone number. He's got my cell phone number. We'll text back and forth. So it's a great relationship, and I think that's one that all of you should have with your comic shops, guys. And I know sometimes that can be hard because sometimes we go to comic shops where you can tell the owners and the people that work there couldn't care less about you. They just want your money. Get in, buy your comics, and get the hell out. Don't say hi. That's, in my opinion, that's the wrong way of looking at it. I know Dwayne from Comics Club. He's definitely not like that. That dude is super approachable, super friendly, and that's the kind of comic shop that I want to go to, and that's the comic shop that I go to here in San Antonio, Heroes and Fantasies. They are all awesome. They all want to talk to you, and it's funny how everybody that works there kind of has, their strengths. I'm not going to say weaknesses. I'm going to say strengths. They all have their strengths. And some guys will know more about video games because they sell retro games in there. Some people will know more about comics. Others, Magic and Pokemon cards and sports cards because they have sports cards there as well. So that's cool. That's, that is my favorite type of shop when there's a bunch of people that are super friendly, that all have a stake in the game and want to help you have the best experience that you can have. Super awesome. Let me see. John Klein, I'm always trying to talk to people in the line, but it's hard to strike up a conversation with some peeps. You are right. Ruben says, I'm at work, but I just want to pop in and drop a like. Happy Friday. Stay safe. Stay clean. Ruben, thank you so much. I'm out. I never want to give. Ruben, I could have sworn you won one of mine before. Two bros. What's up, jabroni? What's going on? I'm not sure. Is this Georgia or is it Alabama? Hope both of you are doing well. Actually, I got to do this. Boom. There you go, two bros. Now you got the wrench. Now you got the wrench, man. Two bros in the house. They made me a moderator on their page. I'm making them a moderator on mine, man. Comic community, if you haven't done so yet, support your local LCSs by setting up a pull list. Keep them afloat. My LCS is even doing delivery on New Comic Book Day. Yo, some comic shops out there, they are putting in that hard work during this crisis that we're in because they know, with the comic shop, it is super hard to stay in business. I've seen so many comic shops here in San Antonio start up and then just completely die. And a lot of it has to do... Cowabunga! Hell yeah! Actually, I gotta move that.
What's up, cuzzo?
What's up, Edgar? How you doing, man? How are you, bro? Thank you for the $2 dono there. Was it $2? I didn't see it. I apologize. But yeah, comic shops, man. It's definitely tough. It's definitely tough around here in San Antonio. Maybe in your areas as well. They open up and then they die down within a year or so. Sometimes not even that. Two bros with the $2 dono hashtag for
It's
the rent.
over 9,000!
It's over 9,000. Love it. Mine is staying open till the end. I have not talked to Mike. I'm gonna text him actually later today to see if they're staying open as well. I think they are. What I will tell you is I went to GameStop today, right, to go buy Animal Crossing for the kids. And actually, I want to play it myself. Don't tell them that. To buy Animal Crossing, GameStop has been getting a lot of heat for staying open during this time. But when I went there, man, they were doing it. They were doing it right. They were staying open, right? But they were only letting so many people into the store. And they actually had the district manager was at this store that on the outside welcoming people, saying thank you for coming to the store. And he was opening the door. So, there would be like 4 or 5 people in the store. As one would leave, then the next person in line would go in. And he said, you don't have to just go in, pick what you want, and get the hell out. Guys, take your time in there, look around, buy whatever you want. Because I know there's some places, I think Best Buy or somebody's like, they'll let you in one person at a time, but you have to know exactly what you want, and then you get the hell out. There's no browsing time. So, hey, I give kudos to that GameStop that I went to. I don't know if every GameStop is the same, but this GameStop, that is how you do business, guys. GameStop, there's a lot of shit going around talking about GameStop, but today, hey, I felt like I was welcomed at that store and they wanted my business. Reggie Bellina's 10 people per store usually. This one wasn't even 10. It was like 5. It was like 5 people in the store at one time, but they let me browse. I looked around. I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted that Animal Crossing game, but I still wanted to look around because GameStop is blown up since here's a little known fact about the Comic Jabroni. I used to work at GameStop. Before I joined the Army back in 2004, 2005, I was a manager at a GameStop. And I can definitely tell GameStop is way different than from when I worked there 15, 16 years ago. They have so much more available, like all the toys and the they're action figures. They're not toys. They're action figures. They have statues. They got a bunch of awesome stuff, man. Cool. Jeff Schultz, Shelter in Place starts tomorrow in Illinois. Damn. Jeez, that sucks. Sheltering in place. They're closing us down just like they've done with Italy and with Spain. But we're going to get through this, guys. That's what this social distancing is for, to stop the spread of this virus. Comic Assassin, yo, everybody. How you doing, Comic Assassin? Thank you for joining. Borinquen Comics USPS store I went to today have some amazing safety measures. Line was outside the store. People were keeping at least 3 feet from each other and only 3 people at a time. That's awesome. That is awesome. So let's, I got one more book to show you, but before we do that, I'm going to throw it to another commercial.
Hey, Vegeta.
What?
That's right. Action figures are now available from Irwin Toys, featuring a whole new line of Dragon Ball Z characters. Collect all your favorites. Now you can take Goku and the gang home with you and join in the excitement. Only Dragon Ball Z has this much action, this much excitement, this much fun. So get caught up in the Dragon Ball Z craze with action.
Welcome back. So, next book up on the list is, I hope you like that Dragon Ball Z commercial. I know I like to do a lot of 80s commercials, but man, I was such a big fan of Dragon Ball Z growing up. Like, and I mean, growing up, shoot, I was probably like 16, 17 when I started watching Dragon Ball Z, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. I'm not a big anime fan though. So Dragon Ball is practically the only anime that I've watched, and yes, I have tried to watch others. Naruto, what's some other, Trigun, I remember watching that back in the day, but Dragon Ball was just the one that was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing stuff. So the last book up on the list that I wanted to show you is Deceased Unkillables, issue number 2, written by Tom Taylor. Artist is Carl Mostert and Trevor Scott. So this got an 8.8 from critics and an 8.4 from users. But I loved it more than that. This was my read of the week. I loved this issue and I loved this cover, man. That Full Metal Jacket cover. And Gotham, the wind doesn't blow. It sucks. But guys, Carl Mostert, what am I trying to say? The artwork in here, amazing. Now, I'm about to show some spoiler panels. So, if you're not, I apologize if you don't want to see the spoilers, but I want to show this off because this is more of a story about the villains and kind of the anti-heroes in this DC universe. And if you read Deceased, you know that was a story more about the heroes and how they were trying to get around this anti-life equation, this virus, right? This zombie virus, although they're not zombies. But they get off planet. Well, this is a story about what's going on with the villains and anti-heroes. And if you read Deceased, you know that Wonder Woman was actually infected with the anti-life equation. And in this, we get this super awesome Wonder Woman coming in to this, the villain's lair to kill all of them. And you get Vandal Savage, who he's like, oh, I have lived for 53,000 years. I am rarely surprised because Rose, the daughter of Deathstroke, she can kind of see the future. And she's like, hey, you might want to move from where you're at because something's about to happen. And he's like, what's going to happen? She said, I don't want to spoil the surprise. And that's when he says, well, I've lived this long. I'm rarely surprised. And then, boom, she shows up and he says, oh, shit. He says, oh, shit, Wonder Woman's a zombie. Holy smokes, man. That is just amazing. And then Vandal Savage is dead. Look at this. She rips him. She rips him in half, dude. Godly. This is, God, such an amazing issue. I don't want to give away, like, that's the beginning of the book, so I don't know if it's truly giving anything away, but these villains got to get the hell out of that lair. So they use Mirror Master to transport themselves back to not Gotham, but to Bloodhaven, where, you know, Jason Todd is holed up with these orphans in this hospital, and they show up, and it's kind of like a touch, like a heartfelt kind of an issue for a few pages, because these villains and these anti-heroes are working together to try to train these kids that are still alive. They're training them, and then they become this family. But obviously in this universe of Deceased, things aren't going to go the way you want. Let me see. Two Brothers Jabroni, you need to get that DBZ comics. Ooh, I have one Dragon Ball Z comic. My LCS says they will do curbside at their store. Email them your list. Pay Venmo. Call store. That's awesome. Katie Kaboom. My favorite DBZ character is Gohan. Mine's Vegeta. Absolutely love Vegeta. Not caught up yet, but I don't mind. Apologize if I gave something away. Agu Ramos. Agu. What's going on, Agu? Look. I have bags and boards, Agu. I've got bags and boards. Oh my God, I put my comics in bags. But Agu's always giving me shit about one thing or another. But me and Agu, we homies, man. We homies. I know we're just playing with each other. We're just messing around. Southern Comic Unkillable is good. I didn't even read Deceased. Yeah, that's another thing with Deceased is you really didn't have to read the first series to just jump in on Unkillables and absolutely enjoy what you're reading. Let's scroll down. Jim Bowers, how's it going on? How you doing, Jim? How are you doing? Let's see. Katie, I'll check out your channel after the stream. Comic says Unkillables 2 is my next read for the day. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go back and reread this. I loved it. But there's only one issue left, and this one kind of ends, you know, on a cliffhanger with Bane. There's this really funny part where, you know, Bane has this mask, and he just, oh, Batman, I'm gonna break your back, Batman. You know, he's mumbling. You can't really understand what the hell he's saying. And one of the kids is like, you should really take that mask off because I can't understand anything that you're saying. And then in the next few panels, you see Bane without the mask on. It's just some funny stuff. It's a little heartfelt, pulls at the heartstrings a little bit, and then boom, they hit you with the shit. Don't nobody stay alive in this book, man. Let's see. Jeff Schultz, good luck, Two Brothers, sending healthy vibes down south. I don't know what Two Brothers said. What I thought was dumb was when Deathstroke knew Mirror Master wasn't coming back. Why didn't they break all the mirrors? Yes, that is one of the reasons I probably wouldn't give it a perfect score. Like, just break all the mirrors. But I guess at the time, it wasn't thinking. I don't know, right? That was funny, like the movie. Yeah, seriously, like I can't understand you. Take the mask off, guy. Take the mask off. Rag 718 in the house. What's going on? So this was my read of the week. There were some really great books that came out. There was some hot doo-doo water that came out this week too that unfortunately I paid money for. So that kind of sucks. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes, right? On a new comic book day Wednesday, sometimes you pick up some fire and sometimes you pick up some hot garbage, man. It happens that way. Were you guys able to pick up Deceased Unkillables? And if you did you pick up this movie homage cover? I think this cover is just so dope. So dope. Bane sounds like Winnie the Pooh. I wish I could do a Winnie the Pooh impression, but I really can't. Pages, Films, and Plastics with a thumbs up. Thank you, Pages, for showing up, man. Thank you so much for watching the live stream and joining in on the chat. What was hot doo-doo water? Let's see. What was hot doo-doo water this week? I have to say that Heist issue number 5, Heist or How to Steal a Planet issue number 5 wasn't that great. That series started off effing hot, man. I loved it. I loved that heist bank robbery type of feel to it, and it just hasn't lived up to the expectations of issues 1, 2, and 3. It's kind of has not been that great. What else was hot doo-doo water this week? Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue number 4. That was the last one of that series. I thought that was the worst read. And I think if we go over to, let's see, if we go to Hell Arisen, let's see if we can find what people were saying about it. Here it is. It got a 7.3. and a 6.2 from users. So I'm not the only person that thought it was hot doo-doo water, because everybody else, look at this dude, a 2. A 1, Justin Ray. You got some people down here that are giving it higher grades, but they're not saying why they thought it was a higher grade. I thought it was bad. That series started off great, and it just died. Issue 3 had that spec heat, and then for some reason, that killed it off. It was a bad ending. I thought it was bad. Zor-El, a meh ending to a meh event. Why was Supergirl even in this event? She served no purpose in it, just as with all the other events she has been dragged into lately. If the writer can't write her or doesn't want to, stop dragging her in the events. Half a year of her comics ruined. Yeah. Jeff Schultz says, I've been watching your half-price book haul videos. Got some great stuff over the weekend as well. What's the best way to get those damn price stickers off the back? That's worthy of a how-to. I believe that Comic Tom has made a video on how to take those price stickers off from half-price books. The comics that you get from there. That's one of the biggest things that I look for when I go to half-price books, is if it's not in a bag and board. They usually like to put the price sticker on the book itself, and it drives me up the fucking wall. I got lucky this past weekend, and none of the books I had, were bagged and board, but they also didn't have the price sticker on them. So I would be very careful with taking those off, but I believe Comic Tom has done that. And what they use is, I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I thought what he used was a blade. Was one of these, and this isn't a Reggie Collects blade. I'm cheap and I haven't bought one of his yet. I think his are like $20, but I think that's what they're doing. Let me see. Jeff Whitsid, Wiztid, are you Wizdid? Why for the high price on eBay on Hella Risen 4? No idea. It's hot garbage. Wait till it drops down to $1. It is horrible, so bad, and I'm so pissed that they ended it the way that they did. Comic Assassin, yeah, the Hell Arisen is one I got, but will likely just bag and board and leave it alone. Or if you run out of toilet paper because everybody's hoarded the damn toilet paper, just wipe your ass with it. Just tear one page at a time, give it a good old, throw it away. That's what it's good and useful for. Jeff, a trade paperback store puts prices on their books. A trade baker store puts prices on their books. It drives me crazy. It drives me insane up the fudging wall, man, when they do that. Absolutely hate it. I also picked up a few more things from the store this week. As you guys know, C2E2 was like the last big comic convention that happened before, we had this huge pandemic. So during C2E2, they dropped an exclusive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles exclusive. And it is a comic books for kids fundraiser. And I'm actually going to move over to the big one. So let's see. I picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 102. This is the Eastman C2E2 exclusive. Yep, I paid $25 for it, but I was looking it up online, and this is going for $50 or so. And maybe during this stream we can go on eBay and look that up. But you guys know I'm a huge Turtle fan, and anytime I can get a Kevin Eastman, did I say Laird? I think this is, I apologize, this is a Kevin Eastman variant. Anytime I can get a Kevin Eastman cover and an exclusive, shit, I'm down for that. Let's see, got Spawn number 1 for $15 with my 50% off coupon on Sunday at Half Price Books. Jeff, is it a direct edition or a newsstand? Because if it's a newsstand, then that's worth so much more money. Guys, my Half Price Books videos have gotten so many more views than the rest of my videos, and I appreciate everybody that's watching my stuff. But usually when I drop a whatever video, right, my Thursday review video, or I drop a 5 minor key issue Batman video, anywhere between 150 views to 200 views, right? That's usually what I get. But my Half Price Books videos, the comic community loves them damn videos, because those things, one of them is up over 1,000 views. The other one is at like 800 or 900 views. Man, people are digging it. And I told the wife, I'm going to go make more of these videos. And she looked at me and said, oh, hell no, you're not going to Half Price Books every fucking week. So I think once a month I'm going to go to Half Price Books. Breaking up. Am I breaking up? I'll check out Where's Waldo. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let's see. JRK Comics, man, that blows. My LCS at least bags them, but then they tape them in a way which you'll have to replace the bag. That C2E2 Wolverine has been climbing, thinking of selling mine. Ooh, sell it. Yeah, I won't be selling this. Oh, you're good now. I don't know. I wonder what happened. I'm good? That's weird. Maybe it's the internet. Everybody on the internet now. Last thing. I froze. Am I still frozen? Am I still frozen? Am I good? You never know sometimes with slobs. Streamlabs, OBS. As you guys, I don't know if you joined in on Rod's like testing. Fine, might have been my side. I don't know. Rod, I've been telling Rod the Rican, just the Rican in his comics. Bruh, get in on Streamlabs OBS to stream. If you're just going to stream by yourself, right? Rod loves to do streams where he has other people join him, right? So StreamYards is perfect for that. My issue with StreamYards is it doesn't push out 1080p, right? It's the highest you can go is 720. So I like having the highest definition that I can. I like all the little gadgets and shit that you can use with. You're good. Did I freeze? What the hell is going on? Now, see, then the issue is, yo, dollar bin fodder. You lost feed for about a minute. That sucks. This says I got excellent condition. Excellent connection. I don't know. Problem is, Lost in Comics. What's going on, Oscar or Chris? I'm not sure. What did I miss? You haven't missed anything. And I forgot where the hell I was going. So, while I figure out what's going on, let's go throw it to commercial.
Half human, half animal.
Thunder, 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 yes.
Thundercats, Mama and Lion-O, each sold separately.
I'm Monroe. What's the sword of Thundera?
With this secret power ring, battery not included, you can make Lion-O's eyes light up. With Battlematic action, you control their swords.
The sword is mine, Lion-O. That's what you think, Monroe.
Thundercats, Mama and Lion-O.
I don't know what the hell is going on. What up, Comic Jabroni? Looking healthy. I try, man. I'm trying. Talking about streaming. Yeah, that's what it was. I was talking about Rod, and I told him, get on Streamlabs, man. And he tried, and he couldn't get the mic to work. I don't know what the hell was going on. I tried, like, him and I were on Instagram, like, video chatting together. I was trying to get him, like, to fix it. I don't know, man. I will tell you, Streamlabs does have a bit of a curve as far as a learning curve. But once you get over that learning curve, I mean, it's just so much fun, just the different things that you can throw in into your streams, you know. The next thing I want to do is try to put some music on in the background, not too loud, just a little bit of music in the background. Give you that nostalgic feeling, right? Throw some NES music in the background. We got the Mortal Biggie Shack. Yo, Jabroni. Edwin, it's kind of like when you're FaceTiming with someone and a call comes in that pauses for a few seconds and then comes back. Jabroni cracked open a bottle of Bullet Rye, starting the weekend out right. There you go. I wish Slobs was on Mac. Here's the thing, two bros. I'm using a Mac. And good for you, Jeff. I actually have a bottle of rye that I've been using for my old fashions. Two brothers, on a Mac, you can use what is called Boot Camp. And you can actually install Windows, and it's free as far as I'm tracking, because that's what I did. It was free. You can install Windows and boot your computer up into a Windows computer, and that's how I'm using Streamlabs. So I have a Mac, but I'm still using Streamlabs because I boot my computer up into a Windows computer. And then when I'm done with this, then I just restart the computer and it restarts as a Mac. It's insane, the stuff that we can do nowadays. Proper number 12 here. I have not had, love your CGC slabs in the background. Boom. Thank you so much, Katie. Proper number 12, I have not had that. I know that is the Irish whiskey from the MMA fighter. What the fuck is his name? I can't remember. So, yeah, I changed things up behind me. Agu Ramos always giving me shit about the slabs that I have up behind me. somebody in a stream a couple weeks ago asked, hey, Edwin, can you change the slabs and put female, like, slabs covers with women on them? And I said, sure, I think I have a few. So yeah, I've got my Invincible Iron Man, I've got my Catwoman, my Detective there, and then my my Batman Adventures 12. Right? So first Harley, this is just an amazing cover of Catwoman, first Batgirl, and first Riri. And then over here, you can't see it, but that is that Batman 50 Jim Lee variant. Absolutely love that cover right there. I don't have enough, so I just had to fill in the rest of the run with Conor McGregor. Oh, Magic Lasso says, I don't like music in the background on videos. Oh, you're killing me, Magic Lasso. You're killing me. So, 3 more books that I picked up, showing love for the ladies. Dude, I think that this is one of the most greatest covers ever done in the history of covers. This Catwoman 51 is absolutely beautiful. Adam Hughes cover. Love the turtles in the color ticker. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you. 25 watchers, 25 likes. Boo, yeah. So, I recently got into reading the Black Hammer universe. If you guys have not read Black Hammer, jump on that series. Black Hammer is so amazing. And my boy Oscar from Lost in Comics hooked it up. Him and we traded some books. I had some extras of some stuff that he wanted, Turtles and some Batman books. He wanted some Damian Wayne books that I had extras of. So he said, hey, I have issues 1 through 13 of Black Hammer. I have the annual, and then I have issues 1 through 12 of the Lost and Doom. So series 1 and 2 and the annual. He said, I have all first prints. Do you want to trade? I said, hell yeah. So he came over, we traded. Black Hammer is amazing. So I wanted to jump in more into Black Hammer. What else can I read in this Black Hammer universe? Because I've been reading Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy, which I think is an amazing series as well. So I went to the local comic shop on Wednesday and I asked Ace, who is the main knowledgeable person there about comics. I said, hey, Ace, have you read Black Hammer? He said, hell yeah. I said, well, what else can I read in the Black Hammer universe? Because I've read, the first series. I'm about to read the second series, The Age of Doom. I want to know more. And he said, there's a Frankenstein book. I can't remember the whole name of it. And then he said, Dr. Star. And that is what I picked up. I picked up from Dark Horse Comics, Dr. Star issue number 1. And then I picked up issue number 2. And they didn't have issue number 3, which sucks. So I'm going to have to go hunting a little bit. And I picked up issue number 4, which is the last one of the series. So I've read issues 1 and 2, but I can't read 4. Damn it, I can't read 4 until I read issue number 3. So I have to go hunting for issue number 3. But those first 2, damn it, this is so good. God dang, I love this series. And I love how it's set during the World War II time, but you get, and then it's kind of like 2 stories in one. You get the World War II side of it when the U.S. government goes to this guy to get him to work on a weapon for them. And then it goes to more in the future where he's an older man and he's thinking back on his life. Absolutely love it. Let me see. Jay Jabroni, you read Dr. Star. There we go. Just talked about that. Dr. Star is a 4-part miniseries. Comic Assassin, Sherlock Frankenstein. Yes, that is the one. When I looked at my LCS to see if they had it, I think they only had like issue 2. So I didn't want to pick that up. I picked this one up knowing I wasn't going to get issue 3 because at least issues 1, 2, and 4 were there. And it's easy. I think it's easier, in my opinion, to find issue 3. With Sherlock Frankenstein, they didn't have issues 1, 3, and 4. So Jeff Schultz, loved the new Thor run. Issue 4 was a game changer. Absolutely. Lost in Comics, I need to try Black Hammer. I've only heard good things about it. So I'm guessing that this is Chris and not Oscar, because Oscar was the one that had from Lost in Comics. That's 2 gentlemen, and they are fellow San Antonians. So, guys, they are about to hit 250 subs. Definitely go check out Lost in Comics. They have great content. They drop videos Wednesday evening. It's either Wednesday evening or Thursday mornings where they just go over the books that they picked up, but it's super funny. You should, like, this week's, there is just some stuff in there that I was laughing I was absolutely laughing about it. Great stuff that they put out. Lemire is releasing a Colonel Weird book. I heard about that, and a Barbalian. And then the next couple months, Lemire is writing some fire. Cowboy fan here in Indy. Tony was the man. Oh, yeah, you saw that? Yeah, I got this cup. These cups right here, whenever you go to Cowboy Stadium up in Fort Worth, when you buy a soda or whatever, it comes in one of these. So this was from, I don't know, like 5 years ago. I have another one that has, it doesn't have Zeke on it, but it had Dak on there. I think Strange Academy has potential after issue 1. Jeff, you're absolutely right. Definitely has potential. I'm loving that series as well. So how long have we been going? 55 minutes. So what we are going to do. Appreciate it, brother. Collab with our boy J-Bro coming soon. What we're going to do is do the giveaway. So for all of you that have jumped in on the chat, I am giving away Gideon Falls issue number 1. This is the Jock variant to Gideon Falls. And I also have this hardcover, New Avengers number 1. This is written by Jonathan Hickman. It's just a trade, guys, but I'm also going to give that away. So, agreed. So what we're going to do is we are going to move on over to the random wheel of giveaways. Yeah. Star Wars Savage, what up? What's going on, man? How are you? Thank you for joining. You are here at the perfect time. Strange Academy. If you guys have not picked up that issue, number 1, I highly suggest you do, because there are so many first appearances in that issue number 1. They are on the cover of issue number 1, the A cover. They're on the cover for a bunch. It is Harry Potter in the Marvel Universe. We all know, and as adults we know, Harry Potter is amazing. People love Harry Potter. They have built a Harry Potter land in flipping Disney. So Marvel is going to run with this Strange Academy. If this book does well, guys, we will see TV shows. We will see stuff in the Marvel, at Disney World, Disneyland, if they ever open back up. Highly suggest that you pick that up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this over here. Can you still hear me? What I'm going to do is, do you guys want Gideon Falls issue number 1? If you do, I'm going to type your name in. So starting right, I'm going to type it in the chat. Starting right, meow. Starting right, meow. If you want in, just say, I want in, and I will type your name in. Has a show written all over it. But you have to say, I want in. And I will type your name in, and this will be the last thing that we do for today. Didn't even think about it like that. Harry Potter at Disney World. Bam! Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Join the Future was fire. One more. Let me see. Borinquen. Papa John. If I don't type your full name in, it's because I don't type. We got Jay. We got DJ. OG. Danny. We got Nick. Bogan. Papa John. Jay. Repair Tech. We got Katie. Katie Kaboom. If you win, I'm going to send it to your Houston address. Jim Bowers. Papa John, you can only join in once. We got Jeff Wiztid. John. Claude Van Tom. DJ Magic Lasso. Got you in. Agu Ramos? I don't know. Should I throw Agu Ramos in? Agu, Lost in Comics. Lost in Comics. Let's see. Star Wars. Savage. Johnny. 5 alive wants in. Let me see. Did I get everybody that wants in on this giveaway? Gideon Falls. the Jock variant, and I'm gonna also send out New Avengers. Everything Dies trade paperback. It's gonna be the same. I've read it. I've enjoyed it. I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna send it out to you so you can read it, sign it, love it, and you send it to somebody else. Let's see. Is that just for the Gideon or for both? It's for both, man. Bubs, do you want in? Man Cave Comics. I'm pretty sure. Wait, I'm typing it in the wrong place. Haha. Man Cave. That put Jeff Schultz. Jeff Schultz. Bubs is here. Bubs Comics. You got it in. What's up, Bubs? Bubs. So let's put a timer in for let's put a timer 2 minutes. I'm gonna put a timer for 2 minutes, and once 2 minutes hits, if you haven't said you want in, it's too damn late. Mick Nolte. Nah, leave me out. Okay, and I put Tiger McNulty's damn name there too. Bub said he don't want it. All right, he's too good for me. He's too good for the giveaway. Too good for the giveaway. Minute 30. So today, what did we do today? We talked about new comics that came out on Wednesday. I reviewed just a couple of them. If you want to know more about books that I picked up on Wednesday, I dropped a Thursday New Comic Book Day review video yesterday. Go check that out. Always have fun doing those. Okay, if I win, send the prize to Man Cave. It's too damn late, Bubs. You done shit. All right, I'm gonna put Bubs back in. I like Bubs. Bubs put me on the straight arrow when I was starting to veer off my path. You get what I mean? Bubs Comics. Let me see. Bubs has high standards. Kinda. I like Bubs. Here's one more thing before this ends. So I know you guys see the Streamlabs Comic Jabroni merch. I do have a Teespring store with a shirt. But I have created another shirt that's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Club shirt. And it's in the same vein as that, as the Bullet Club shirt. And I made one of those. I had it made, and it's going to be delivered on Monday. I will have that posted on my Streamlabs store. So I was going to say, hey, only people that have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 first print, I'm going to sell. But fuck that. If you guys want one of the shirts, I'm down to sell you that shirt. And I'm going to put it at the lowest. And that's, damn, motherfucker, you loud. I'm going to put it at the lowest possible price where I'm not making any money on it. I think it's going to be like $13 for a shirt. So, let's see. Did anybody read Resistance #1? I did not read Resistance. Only from my woman, Man Cave. Yes, Jeff, amazing book. All right, so I think that's everybody. So we are going to spin this wheel right after the commercial.
Sauerländer Gurken, knackig im Biss.
And we're back. Bob Ortiz, just because I like you, brother, putting you in. And here we go, spinning the wheel. We're going to shuffle, 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Let's spin. And the winner is... Borinquen Comics. Borinquen. The only way he can win, though, is if he's still here in the chat. He has to say that I am here and present. Are you here, Borinquen? Are you here? Bob Ortiz says, thanks, man. No problem, brother. No problem. What did we just watch? It's one of my favorite commercials. I play it every time I live stream. Borinquen Comics, are you in the house? Are you here? Huh? Congrats, Papa John says congrats. Yeah, there he is. That was Michael Bay Turtle Dick. I bet it explodes. Who's the person that's sending me Spider-Woman #1? Oh, that was Milan. So, Borinquen, you won, brother. Gideon Falls, issue #1. Issue #1 and this trade, bro. All right, so hit me up on Instagram so I can get your address, dude. Send that out to you. So for everybody else, man, hey guys, thanks a ton for joining me today in this live stream. I appreciate it a lot. I hope that this hour and 40 minutes or so that hour and 10 minutes or so that we've been talking, kind of fills in that void for you where you're not just sitting at home bored and not doing anything. Anybody read Hexagon? I did, Bob. Absolutely loved Hexagon. I thought that was my indie read of the week this week. So, guys, hey, stay safe out there. Practice this social distancing and social awkwardness is what it was called earlier. Wash your hands and be great to each other. Remember that you need to be the best versions of yourself that you can be. And again, I'm Edwin, the Comic Jabroni. Take it easy. Have a great day. Peace.